Greetings wonderful humans, welcome to FP Builds. Today I want to share with you one of my favourite bases to build, and it is essentially like a hole in the wall type of a thing, but it's one that I find myself building quite often in a survival world as a starter base, mainly because it's built from the inside out. You know, once you're in there, you're safe to just carry on building. Now, to make it in a style that I like, we need about 11 blocks wide and about 6 blocks high as a minimum, but of course we're able to build that out if we need to. Ideally, I want a spot that's not going to break through into a cave as well, because I do like to build down and have like a lower basement area for storage and enchanting and other crafting bits and such as that. Which is why I stopped here in this spot, because this hill looked to be perfect until I spotted this cave over here, and of course, yes, it's full of water. Moving on. So not far from that other place, I found this spot and it looks pretty good. There is this cave here, but it's one of those little, you know, tunnel straight to hell kind of things, so we can live with that, that's fine, it's not a problem. We are going to need to build this area out a little bit because it's not as high as I would like, and it's on kind of more of a slope than I would like, but I think this is going to work out fine. We just need to clear some of the area at the ground level, start building up, and then get on with the base. Now, apologies if I sound a little bit croaky or a little bit stuffy. It's the end of summer cold, man. It hit me like a truck for like 3 days. Everything's good now, but I still kind of do sound a little bit like a zombie. Alright, so there is our beautiful base. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this build. I'm just kidding. This is going to take ages. Back to the time lapse. Alright, so this is where we're up to so far. I've dug out the alcove, and dead opposite I have dug out the fireplace section, but I have just realised that I've only done these 4 wide instead of 5 wide, so they're going to need extending. What we're looking at right now is going to be the bedroom area. That's going to be on like a raised platform, but that's also going to be 5 by 5. So yeah, I'm just going to continue digging this out and getting things back to where they should be, and then yeah, I'll talk to you again in a minute. So as you can see here, I'm using yellow terracotta to line the walls. Doesn't really matter what you use here, it's literally just decoration. So, you know, knock yourself out. There's plenty of cool blocks in this game. The bedroom is very simple. It's a 5 by 5 square on a raised platform. A couple of plant pots in there, a little bit of a glass screen, you know, trapdoors for the roof and all that sort of business. But yeah, just pretty it up a little bit. Next up, I went over to where I want the furnaces and got my furnace array set up with a bunch of regular furnaces, smokers, and blast furnaces, and a crafting table, and a bunch of barrels. I went for the fireplace next, and I built this out of stone bricks and stone brick walls, and this is going to get changed because frankly it looks bloody boring. Next I moved on to the ceiling, basically just filling it all in with stone and chucking a few lanterns up there just to lighten the area. Alright, so I've decided on a checkerboard pattern for the floor, and I'm going to do that with just regular stone blocks which are already here, and some polished andesite, and it's kind of just, it's going to be a subtle checkerboard. It's not going to be like really in your face, and I think it's going to look quite cool. So yeah, I'm just going to dig out this. I'm probably going to repeat this pattern in the downstairs area. You may have seen that I already dug out in the corner for a ladder down. This is where I'm going to put my storage and my enchanting area as well. So yeah, let's just get this floor finished up, and then I will move on to whatever comes next. Alright, so it's time to start digging out this basement for the storage and for the enchanting. Now I want something like 15 chests on either side, so we're going to have a space 5 by 3. No, it's going to have to be 5 by 4 unless I change the ceiling for slabs. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, I want this space to have 15 chests either side, a little bit of a crafting area in this same room, and then in the other room I'm going to make my enchanting room with a standard kind of layout and maybe a little bit of decoration on the walls and the ceilings and whatnot. So let's get to digging all of this crap out, and then we will start focusing on carving out that enchanting room as well, and I'll get back to you when that's all done. So this is the basement all hollowed out, but yeah, it's only 3 tall and I don't like it, so I'm going to dig out another block deep all the way around, leave the ceiling as it is, and yeah, more stone to remove, I guess. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is where we're at so far. I have decorated the walls with polished diorite steps and blocks in no particular order, just a random pattern. I'm decorating the back wall in andesite, polished andesite blocks, and then I'm going to get set up with all of the bookcases and the enchanting table. Alright, so here we are, fully set up for level 30 enchants. Everything is as it should be. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. I just want to now concentrate on the floor and the ceiling. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the ceiling. Maybe trapdoors, but yeah, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's minor details. We don't really care too much about that. What I am going to do though is go back and do that checkerboard pattern on the floor, and then yeah, then we'll look at this a little bit closer because yeah, I mean, let's be real, these trapdoors look kind of poo, don't they? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to leave the trapdoors on the ceiling in there for now. I want to get on with the floor in this area, and I'm going to, instead of using diorite, andesite, I'm going to use diorite, and I'm going to get rid of the stone and replace that with andesite, just to make it look a little bit nicer, match everything, tie everything in nicely. The reason I've decided to use diorite in here is because it's a white block. It's going to brighten things up a little bit, and I kind of like it. Hate me if you like, I don't care. So yes, don't panic, I'm not leaving this diorite with the stone because it looks bloody terrible. I am going to replace all of that stone with andesite in just a second, but yeah, I'll update you when it's all done. Yes, that looks much, much better. Alright, what is next? Oh, hello, mate. What are you doing here, you absolute dickhead? Get. Yeah, that's what I thought. Be gone, fool. Right, what the hell was I doing? Alright, so we're going to get up a little bit of a crop farm going on here. I've just moved the fence back one and stuck a gate on there just to stop more creeper idiots getting in here. But yeah, in survival I normally would set up a crop farm just out front just to plant some wheat and get a good supply of bread going on. So I'm going to get onto that, and then maybe move on to the little dock I want to build out the front. Alright, so there is our crop farm pretty much sorted. I'm just going to put some fence posts up here to have some lanterns just to light this front area up a little bit. One more. What are you doing? Come on, man. Seriously now? Yes, there. Thank you. Christ. Alright, so out here I just want to build a little bit of a dock, nothing too super fancy, just enough to tie up a few boats and such as that, maybe chuck a couple of barrels and stuff like that around. But yeah, let's get into this build. So for the dock, I decided to go spruce everything. Logs and trapdoors. And these trapdoors, man, were getting right on my nerves. I couldn't get the orientation right, so I had to keep breaking it and putting it back in. But we got there in the end. I decided to go with this T-shape and then just dotted a couple of fence posts around just to tie off the boats. Then finally, I just put up a couple of lights and just to brighten up the area in general and called that done. So I got finished with the dock area and then took a step back, had a good look and thought, that actually looks quite shit. I mean, it's quite boring, it's not terribly cozy. So yeah, I went away, I ate some pizza, I came back and with a lot of input from my wife, we ended up with this. So here we are in the front of the house. We got rid of the crop fields because, like I said, they were kind of boring. And we can build crop fields elsewhere, but the wife decided that we should have a pond, and she wanted the little dispenser guy in there to make it look like one of those, you know, those statues that kind of spit the water out kind of deal. We got some firefly bushy things around here and some regular leaves and some leaf litter. We've used mossy cobble and mossy stone bricks and walls. And we just kind of made this thing look kind of as natural as part of the hillside as we could. Changed some of the things up at the front of the house. Put these white oak or pale oak trapdoors on, pale oak door. Did this kind of hobbit house door surround kind of a deal. I quite like this. This was quite fun. And then over on this side we have this like love seat set up with these homemade cherry blossom trees either side. This is all just pale oak, as you can see, trapdoors and steps. Bit of a mossy cobble path, and then these couple of lanterns up the front. And then a bunch of flowers and stuff thrown around, which is far nicer than anything I would have probably come up with myself, so. Also made a couple of changes to the... What the hell? Stop. A couple of changes to the dock, extended it out just a little bit more. Put some trapdoors around these end pillars to sort of... just decorate it up a little bit. But yeah, there's that. Let's now have a look inside. Got some of the changes there. Alright, so now again, this immediately looks better. Put some of these copper bulbs either side of the fireplace, and I think these look very cool. Kept the main part of the fireplace as stone bricks, or stone brick steps, stone brick walls. But yeah, these copper bulbs just make things look so much better. A little bit of a bookcase over there. Moved the chair around, put a rug down. Everything looks kind of cool. We changed a couple of things in the bedroom, changed the colour of the bed, put a couple of pictures up, put the same plant on either side, and changed the ceiling for, again, the pale oak trapdoors. A little bit of a white rug down there. And then downstairs, where all of the storage and whatnot is, not much change down here. Changed the ceiling in here for, again, pale oak trapdoors, kind of matches the diorite a little bit better. And then in here, we are pretty much the same as we was. I haven't labelled up all these chests and stuff yet because, again, this is a creative world. I've built this on the creative world just to speed things up. And I'm glad I did, because this, I don't even know how many days this has taken me, you know, when I've got a minute here and there just to get things done. Oh, also I did the ceiling in here in pale oak as well, because it's better than the crappy oak things. But yeah, here it is. This is it. It looks nice. I think it looks nice. Alright, so that is it for this build. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. There will be more of these videos and there will be more frequent going forward. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.